Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure, organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Yes, good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Shout out to everyone who's just tuning in via the radio station, Spreaker, Spotify, all our YouTube channels. Karibuni. Hope your week has been great. Mine has been fantastic. I can't complain. Literally, we've made it towards the end of the weekend. I hope yours has been amazing, full of positivity, productivity, and wishing you a beautiful weekend ahead. Hope you're ready for it. But shout out to Sister Michelle, who is actually here with us, the first literally person on the chat. And of course, to everyone who's just tuning in. We're going to be continuing with still news and updates of what is happening between America, Israel, and Iran. And the possibility of also America starting a war soon with Cuba as well. We're going to be looking at that. Literally also where we have America, which has said it's not at war with Iran. Like, what do you mean? What does that really mean? We have, that is the U.S. House Speaker, that is Mike Johnson, who has clarified that the United States is not at war with Iran, describing that the ongoing war, military actions under the Operation Epic Fury as a limited campaign rather than a formally declared war. So we're going to be talking about that. Also looking at how China is currently getting involved in this. China, we have Italy as well, where Italy actually is planning to send air defense assistance, that is to Gulf. We also have much more information also coming from Trump, literally, and so much as I'm going to be sharing as we continue. But before we get into those conversations, today I was not able to do my show because of our internet literally being super bad. But I want to share some few information that I was supposed to share today on my show, which are very disturbing. I'm going to start with this video right here, which actually is making rounds on social media. And this is about the DRC Congo. I'm not sure if it's the DRC Congo people, or I bet this is something to do with white people, because the question is again, who are the buyers? Where are they taking these babies to? Who are they taking these babies to? Which is very questionable. So there's a video that is making rounds on the social media where we have kids who are being sold to Gabon and DRC. So the video is not clarifying where, number one, the kids come from, but they're saying that this is actually happening in DRC and also in Gabon, where young black men are seen literally, or children are seen being rescued from a sack. So this literally is kidnapping of children. This is very sad. This is very heartbreaking. God See, this is one of the reasons, number one, I'm also scared of having babies, because if I find you, the same kid says, I'm gonna kill you. Trust me. There's no way you've abducted my kid, put them on a sack. Where are you taking my child? This is very, very heartbreaking. This is very crazy, but this is in Gabon and DRC, but I'm going to try find much more details on that, and I'll come back with the full story on Monday. We see where the kids coming from, who is actually the buyer, because this is actually, again, a business that has been going on in Africa. If you talk about, again, if you go back to the Epstein files and everything that has been going on with these global leaders being linked to, again, child trafficking, organ trafficking, kids just disappearing, this explains a lot. And it's so sad to see that actually it's our fellow African people who are doing this. Number one, women are very feared. Some women are very feared in Africa because women have been known or become actually the big child traffickers in majority of the African countries. They lie to children with sweets, candies, and that's how they walk away with children, which is very, very sad. But that is coming from Gabon. But other more news also coming from Kenya. We're going to talk about the Kenyans who are stuck in the Gulf, literally, and what our guy that is the prime cabinet secretary Mudavadi actually is talking about how they need to pay for their flight to come back home. Shout out to Uganda. Uganda is one of the African countries I've seen that they managed to rescue their people where they are. But in Kenya, you're being told, just like what Trump told Americans, take a flight and come back home. I wonder how you're supposed to be doing that. This is super, super crazy. So yes, Mudavadi says pay for your flight and come back home. That is the Middle East as we continue to see the Middle East crisis. They're saying that Kenya advises its 500,000 nationals to use available commercial and
commercial. Where are you getting a plane at? Who's flying a plane into that?
I wonder. I wonder. It's crazy.
What airports are open?
I wonder too, Keith. He needs to tell us better. I think Kenya knows better at this particular point when it comes to this war. It seems like Kenya knows better. Ruto and these people need to keep quiet. Whoever is advising these people to just talk how they want, it's really crazy. You need to fire your people. You need to fire your advisors because they're putting you in a ditch like every single day. But yes, they're saying that the 500,000 nationals have been advised to use available commercial and repatriation flights to leave the conflict zone at their own cost. That is, of course, a word from the Prime Minister Musalia Mudavadi, who says no Kenyan casualties have been reported so far. This is very, very, very crazy, but and again shows the unseriousness that our government always have. You should actually learn from America every single time. I think this is the only time America has not been able to save its citizen from majority of the countries, like let's say currently in the UAE, Dubai, all those countries where all this war is continuing. I think this is the first time personally I've seen America being unable to save its people, because most of the times when something is happening, Americans are always the first people to be evacuated, literally in a war zone country. Every single time. They're always given a warning. They're always evacuated very quickly. I can't hear you. I can hear you from afar, but I don't know if you are saying something. But yes, we continue. We have, let me cue these videos here where we have China, which has entered the chat, of course, of the conflict. So I'm going to share this, then I'm going to share a couple of videos as we talk about the same. And we look at how America is saying that they're not going to war, but literally they started the war. So how do you mean you're not at war with Iran, but you started the war? It's crazy.
Isn't ended immediately. Take a listen.
如果美国在24小时内不停止在中东的一切行动，我们将被迫亲自结束这一切。
So China is ordering America to stop this war immediately.
我们不会用炸弹，我们有
If they don't, they'll need to go with their bombs.
连接。
China has
And they have a jet. I think he said jet Li.
officially entered the chat, not with strong words only, but with a stern warning to the United States if this conflict isn't ended immediately.
Yeah, so let me cue these videos right here from TikTok as we continue with that and understand what China is trying to say. But first, let me share this as we continue.
Donald Trump acting, as he always does, as a global chaos generator.
There is no imminent threat. There's no imminent threat. I heard President Trump say yesterday Iran was 2 weeks away from a nuclear bomb, and that's simply untrue. It's wrong. It's false. While I'm delighted to see the death, killed tens of thousands of his own people, and I'm glad to see Iranian missiles shot out of the sky, and I don't think that's being dragged in. I think that's the right course of action. This didn't need to happen, and it has a big opportunity cost for our other responsibilities around the world.
The question asked whether we're being dragged into a war with no clear outcomes. We're also being dragged into a war with no clear objectives. We've seen Trump say, it's regime change. Oh, no, it's not regime change. It's because of the nuclear weapons. Oh,
the bomb. It has none of that.
Nuclear weapons. Oh,
Exactly.
it's because of an imminent threat.
It's because
No
of Israel.
evidence whatsoever of an imminent threat. The real reason for this attack is spectacle. That's what Trump trades in. That's what he loves. He wants to be the center of attention. He wants to be making global headlines. What we see here is Donald Trump acting, as he always does, as a global chaos generator. And the further we stand away from that, the better off we will be.
We're 6 days into the US and Israel attacks on Iran, and we have some pretty big updates today. First, starting with the big one, the Iranian elementary school for girls that was targeted the first day with almost 200 casualties, mostly children. NPR and New York Times have conducted official investigations, and we have a lot more clarity. The strikes were precise and intentional, and likely a very big mistake on the part of the U.S. and Israel. Satellite images reveal
not a big mistake. That's what they've been doing. That's a lie. See, remember who owns the New York Times? Oh, cat with the hats. Who owns PBS? Cat with the hats. So whenever you get this fucking moron talking about they did an investigation, oh, the cats did an investigation on themselves. Remember, they own all the media, the news, they own all of it. So this is bullshit. You're not getting anything objectively told from their media. Nothing. It always has a bias and a bent towards is not real. And the funny thing, I ain't told you guys, guys, let me explain something to you guys. I know you're watching. All my phones got hacked.
What?
Hacked right now. And I know it is like, yeah. So,
Right now?
yeah, right now. So if you hear my phone just start going off with a number, I try to take it, just go off on a call, all my phones just now ring with no name on it, no nothing. It doesn't say it's a call coming in. It's just call coming in, but it doesn't show you a call. All my phones, all of them, all of them. And you guys, I got 4 phones, all of them. I said, oh, they got. So it's just, so if you see, I'm gonna leave this one beside me. So if you hear a phone ringing, I turned off my ring shit. It was driving me crazy yesterday. I said, how they hacked all my shit, all of it. And I know it's not real. All my phones are hacked. So if you hear the phone start ringing, yeah, I start like, God, let me on my say, God damn, something wrong with my phone. Like Joby said, one of my phones is this. I said, how's that showing no name? Not showing no number. What the fuck is going on? Like, what's happening? How's it ringing? How's it ringing? It's not showing nothing. It's just ringing. And then my other phone started ringing. And then my other one now started ringing at the same time. I said, God damn. I just started laughing. So I had to turn off my ringtone. And I said, fuck, let me talk my phone. As soon as I turned my phone talking to Joby today and sending money out to Joby for pay, it started right up again. They've been ringing mostly all day. So,
Sorry about that. That is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So if you hear my phone ringing, you know what it is. There ain't nobody called me. It's them fucking around with me. It's funny. I know because of what we do. And also because I left a couple comments on some TikTok page. No, they on TikTok now. I said, what we do, because they already got us. And they know from Black Eye Fire. I said, I know what this is. Because they're the ones got the power. They're the ones got backdoor into all phone systems globally. Ain't that funny? How's Is Not Real got capability, have goddamn backdoors and all phone systems? Samsung, Apple, Huawei, all of them. How's that? Who died and left them able to fucking put backdoors into your shit? Of course. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, what? I'm like, I hope my phone don't blow up like they did the Palestinians. The Lebanese a couple years ago when they blew their ass up with the fucking with those pages. I said, that shit kept going outside all crazy. I turn off this goddamn phone.
That's crazy. So sorry, but let me continue.
Good. Oh, I sent you a video.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I sent you a video showing that this is why I told you. This is their culture. Pedophilia, rape is their culture. So the video I showed Joby is going to show Tim Tebow talking about all the pedophiles and all the people in America downloading child porn. It's all these white men everywhere in the country. That's why they're not working on Epstein file, because they do it. They the ones fuck the animals. They the ones fuck the babies. Okay? They've been doing that. That's always been their culture. They tried to hide. So that's what that video's gonna be. But go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I think after with that, I'm gonna share also another video of that is they're saying allegedly Iran has started releasing the videos of Trump, which I saw one of it with the babies, with the kids and all that. So I'm gonna share
I didn't see that one yet.
We continue.
Listen, because the United States is not going to win the war against Iran. And all the proof you need is right here. Because what you're looking at is $20 drawn.
They blew up a paint. I think it was a paint of Iran had painted some aeroplanes.
Yeah, on the ground. Yeah, on the ground. They blow up shit that ain't even real. They blowing up paintings. And so they're trying to get boots on the ground. They're trying to get their mercenaries, their terrorists to invade Iran from the ground. They need boots on the ground. As I told you, air campaigns, you blowing up shit doesn't stop a country. Doesn't overthrow a country. You must have boots on the ground.
Of jet fighter planes that the Iranians drew on the floor. And this crater is coming from missiles that the United States is launching at. Yes, we are not actually destroying real jets. No, we are bombing the floor.
We have breaking news on Iran and the war, and I have a bunch of updates for you guys. So first, Iran has pranked the United States and Israel by placing painted jets at their bases instead of real aircraft. Iran had moved its actual jets underground before the war began. Israel and the USA have been booming paintings, not real jets. Well, this raises the question of what Mike Johnson and Donald Trump have been saying.
I think they finally fired Hegseth. These people are more. They shouldn't be running nothing. Donald Trump is a fucking moron. Pete Hegseth is in charge of the biggest military on the planet. He's a fucking idiot. I think Trump had to. I think they finally fired his stupid ass. This moron. This is an idiot. Everybody's like, what? This is like the movie. What's that movie called? Idiocracy. You guys remember the movie Idiocracy? This whole administration is like Idiocracy, run by idiots and morons. That's why they bombing shit that ain't there. bombing paintings on the ground.
Crazy.
Not if. This is clearly true. Now this is a still, and I saw the video. They are. The Israeli army and the United States Army online are posting videos of booming these airplanes, but even on their cameras, nothing happens to the planes because.
So remember now. Remember, America doesn't have enough bombs and missiles, So we're running out of that. So now they're blowing up shit that it's not even real. So they're using shit that they can't afford to lose. And they've been blowing up shit that ain't there. Go ahead, Joe.
So again, this raises the question of what the hell are they talking about by the submarines as well and the other jets and planes that they have taken out that were just sitting there? Because why would Iran leave planes that are just unmanned and sitting there?
They would.
Anyway, Qatar will fully shut down gas liquefaction on Wednesday and won't be able to return to normal production and export levels of super chilled gas for at least a month, per Reuters. And the Chinese Foreign Ministry has stated, we will send a special envoy to the Middle East to undertake mediation efforts. And
yeah, so they are talking about Chinese. Let me just shift that very quickly with what she's saying.
China would never want Iran to lose this war. China is taking every possible step to help Iran win. This is not just a war between Iran and Israel. On the surface, it looks like two countries, Iran and Israel, are fighting each other. But if we look at the bigger picture, this is actually a war between China and America. America would not have gotten involved in Israel's war if China was not going to be harmed because of it. The country that is suffering the most from this war is China. The main reason is the Strait of Hormuz.
It's about the oil.
70% of China's...
No, it's about the oil. No, it's not. No, it's not. China has enough reserves, oil reserves that America had, but it's depleted. China has enough reserves to last at least a year, 2 years, so it's not hurting China. And China can also go to Russia and other outlets of oil. So no, it's not hurting China. China has enough stockpile of oil in its reserve, but it won't hurt them. It's hurting the rest of the world, or it's hurting Europe and other places. But China, nah, not for a while. They've already got a big ass stockpile of oil. So this AI video is fucking wrong.
Products are supplied.
Reuters has just reported, and what they're reporting is that Iran is very close to a deal with China to purchase anti-ship cruise missiles. This, of course, is just as the United States is getting ready to deploy a vast naval force, or already has.
And then also, Russia said, also Iran said they'll allow the Chinese vessels to come in and get oil and leave because they're our ally. We're not going to blow them up. If they want to get oil and come through, we'll let them come through, get oil, and take it back to China. But America, anybody else, America and these Arabs and these British and French, we're going to blow their ass up. Damn right. But China can go in there, get their oil, and go back on out and take it to China. Ain't nothing going to happen. Anybody else go up in there? Iran said they pushing your motherfucking wig back.
Ahead of a possible attack on Iran. It's a little off topic, but Victor, would you comment on this for us? Because we're talking about Chinese, they're called CM-302 missiles, described as supersonic missiles. They have a range of about 300,000 kilometers. They're designed to evade shipborne defenses they go really low down to almost the surface of the water and then can rise again. Did I say something? 300, yes, kilometers. Victor, what do you make of this? What should we think of this? What does it say?
Thank you very much. Both China and Iran are two fully independent countries with their sovereignty. And there is no international law which prohibits China and Iran to engage with each other in commercial transactions. And China happens to produce some of the most sophisticated missiles of all kinds. And it's absolutely right for China and Iran to size up each other and engage in whatever economic and commercial transactions they desire to do that, including involving such military missiles. And I think the whole world should be put on notice that both China and Iran
China can get some missiles to Iran and see how they work. Because they want to see, because they know America's basically going to try to come and invade them too. They know it. So hey, let's take the shit to India. Iran. Let's see how the shit works. Let's see if the shit blows shit up. So they use Iran is a proxy for your equipment to test it out. Let's see if the shit works. That's what you would do. Go ahead, Joey.
No sovereign right to do such commercial transactions with each other, and no country should pretend to be surprised. Well, it is clear to everyone in the world in decency that Iran is not threatening the United States with war or military confrontation. It is just the opposite. The United States is threatening war against Iran, coupled with Israel. Therefore, let's really clarify who is at fault, who is not at fault.
That's how you see that's why you see all these countries are fake. All these countries are fake. The only one actually really mentioned this was Putin. And these are all banker wars. He's the one who said it again. Putin was the one who said, it's a Rothschild war. Yeah. You don't got no country. Created fucking Israel. The Rothschilds. These are all bankers' wars. They run these fake countries. They run all this shit. There are no presidents. They do what they're told to do. They're puppets. So, Putin said, yeah, these are all banker wars. These are run by the banks. Exactly. Go ahead, Joe.
Against the United States. It's the United States threatening war against Iran. So how can you say, now that Iran is being threatened with war and military confrontation by the United States, therefore you should not export missiles to Iran? It's just the opposite. The United States should stop threatening Iran with war and engage with Iran in peace, rather than in such military jingoism.
The conflict between the United States, Israel, and Iran is not over, nor will it be over anytime soon. We all know that the Supreme Leader of Iran was killed in a strike earlier today, and that made Iran a lot more angry. Iran has since bombed airports in Dubai and Bahrain, but that's not what we should be worried about. Earlier today, before the announcement of the Supreme Leader's death, China sent 16 military cargo planes into Iran, or at least that's what we think. It could be anywhere in the Middle East, because when those cargo planes went into the air, they went into ghost mode. So they are undetected by radars. What they were carrying is what should be scaring us right now. China sent Iran high-tech warfare systems, the kind of warfare system that will mess with F-35 jets. You know, like the jets that are being used by the United States right now to attack.
To jam the frequency.
At least the United States losing power over what it's currently doing in the Middle East, giving Iran the upper hand in the Middle East right now. Now, I want to remind you that the last time we had an operation similar to what the United States is currently doing with Iran right now was called Operation Iraqi Freedom. That began March of 2003 and it ended December of 2011. And it was in fact a full-blown war, but not a world war. Given the way that Iran has been acting, this conflict is not going to end anytime soon. It can take weeks or months, especially because it now has China backing it up.
But America is saying they're not at war with Iran. Let me share that very quickly. This is the House.
First they said they had war, then they didn't say they had war because it's all messed up. See, what's going to happen is now, shout out to everybody saying this, because during the midterms, the elections are coming up, you'll get another fake party of Democrats in there. Like they said, they're going to have, that's it, they're going to have to impeach Trump, and they're going to have to lock his ass up. Okay, that's coming. Save face of Galen Dyer, they're going to have to impeach him, they're going to have to lock his old doodle ass up. Is what he's done to try to save face of what they've done. Because what they've done is destroy the world's economy. Because Iran is not going to stop. And why would they? Why would they stop? You don't get to walk over to me and punch me in my fucking mouth. Say, oh, I turned the other cheek. So, and this is also going to destroy America's foothold in the Middle East. And but that's going to turn to Africa with all these other goofy Negroes, Africa. Because they got to stay close over there. Don't come to Africa. We need more bases in Africa for our imperialism. Because after this, all them bases being destroyed, but they try to say, yeah, we're going to go build some more bases in your country. The Arabs are going to say, nah, the hell you will. You ain't building that shit in here no more. Nah, you're not building that shit up in here. Nope. No, hell no. Yeah, we didn't get no protection from you. Hell no. You're not building none of your fucked up bases in here no more. So, but also understand how this can escalate, guys. Remember, that region is what? That region is food scarce and water scarce. Remember, all those places got like reverse osmosis machines to create fresh water from salt water. So if Iran, because I was thinking about that, remember, if Iran just blocks the Strait too and don't allow no food come in, all those places to start, all your fancy places like Dubai, they don't got no damn farms. Well, they buy shit all in Kenya. They don't got no farms in Abu Dhabi. They don't got no farms in no fucking Saudi Arabia. They got no farms in no Bahrain. 80% of their food gets shipped in. So I shut down the strait, people are gonna start starving. And if I'm Iran, I start bombing your goddamn water supply and your food. See, this is how serious it can get. See, people forget that's the desert. That's the desert. Ain't no water out there. They got reverse desalination systems to take salt water and turn to fresh water. Now, America keep talking that shit to me. But you know what? Donald Trump, I'm telling you right now, what you do. You better shut your fucking mouth. Keep your goddamn mouth shut. Because if you don't, I'm going to bomb all the desalination treatment plants around here. I'm going to look at all the desalination plants around the Middle East. I'm going to bomb every last one of them up in this bitch. So it means no water. No water. You got no food and no water. You talking about the end of Saudi Arabia, into Dubai, into Abu Dhabi, into Bahrain, into Qatar, into Oman, into all that shit. And you, women go down there and get doodled on. No more getting doodled for money for you. You won't be able to get shit on no more. That's it. No more doodle for you. But let him hear something. Go ahead, let's see what this moron's saying.
It's on the House floor. As you know, the War Powers Resolution failed. That is the right result. We are not at war. We have no intention of being at war. The President and the Department of Defense have made this very clear. The Department of War has made it very clear. This is a limited operation. It's an operation that's limited in its scope and duration. It has a very clear mission.
The guy said it because Donald Trump is not allowed to declare war. So that's a crime and lock his ass. So they're trying to, it's a war. They're going to say, it's a limited operation. It's a blah, blah, blah. Name it. See, this is called semantics. When you name a thing, not a thing. Because if it's war, Donald Trump's getting locked up for starting a war illegally. This is a war crime. So you face semantics. This is nothing but semantics because they're evil. Always evil shit with these people. So we don't know we're looking at war. It's an operation. It's this, but it's not a war. Nope. Ain't this semantics? Ain't this wordplay? No, don't worry about that. It ain't a war. Because if it's a war, it's illegal. And Donald Trump could go to prison for doing this shit. So we can't call it a war. Because Donald Trump doesn't have the authorization to take America to war. It's illegal. And it's a war crime. So we're not going to call it a war. We're not going to call a spade a spade. That's what's crazy. Go ahead, Joey.
Is nearly accomplished by all estimates. We are taking down Iran's ballistic missile capability, its stockpile, and its ability to produce more.
It's all lies. It's all lies to try to justify what they did. What they did was evil. What they did is a crime. It's the same shit we're doing. Go back 25 years ago. It's the same shit. Same shit with the Iraq shit. 25 fucking years ago. I'm screwing them along. So damn obvious now, though. Too bad a lot of people too stupid when they would say the same lies. Hey, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Saying the same fucking lie 25 years later. You ready to go? We go to war? We go to war? And then now everybody, how could we know they were lying about Iraq? How could you know? It's crazy as cat shit. How could you know?
There's that, and then there's Trump also saying that after this, they're going to war with Cuba next. After they're done with this one.
You guys don't know that They're bombing right now Ecuador. You guys don't know right now. They're bombing Ecuador right now, South America. And they try to say because they try to stop drugs. And the puppet they put in there is known as one of the biggest drug dealers of South America. But they're there to stop it because they're there to get the oil and the other resources in Ecuador. But that's what they always get. Oh, we're here to stop the narco terrorist, the drug terrorist. And the puppet they put in there is a known drug kingpin. Everybody knows the CIA and Mossad control drugs on the planet. And that's why Trump just pardoned another big drug cartel guys who was the president of, was it Guatemala? Who was in Honduras? Yeah, they pardoned them. This drug motherfucker. Because they are controlling the drugs. They run drugs on the planet. They've been running drugs since the opium Chinese war and shit. Opium wars with the Chinese. They've been running wars and shit. And getting rich off drugs. That's damn near 200 years ago. All these Europeans were involved in the opium drug trade in Southeast China. All of them. British Empire, French Empire, these motherfuckers. Americans, all involved in the drug trade. They millions of goddamn dollars. As y'all showed you when she was doing them damn videos, them historical videos, that half the damn fortunes in America were built off the drug trade. The opium wars, drugs. They ain't gave none of that shit up. They say, oh, we're now fighting against it. We've changed it. We're now fighting. It's a lie. But get off of this. Y'all don't know more about this dude. So go. Type this up in TikTok. Say how many Middle Eastern countries have these desalinization systems? Desalinization. How many countries in the Middle East have desalinization systems? Desalinization. Somebody spell that. Desalinization treatment. Desalin, say D-E-S-E-N-L, D-E-S-L-A-N, desalinization treatment plants. I'll just say reverse osmosis plants.
Okay, better.
Oh, you got it? Yeah. Desalinization. How many countries in the Middle East have desalinization plants where they can get water? They don't got no fucking water. And I understand this, guys. In the future, the African, you better get your fucking head your ass. In the future, you got all the fresh water. Not only you got the best land in Africa, you got the majority of the world's fresh water. That's why they're gonna be coming buying up your lands, dummies. To get your not just your resources, but your water. There will be water wars on this planet. Because all that shit over there is drying up. That water's drying up over there. But let me see what they say, Joe.
Salt and cement. First of all, did you know that the UAE is the third largest desalinator in the world? This is because the UAE relies predominantly on desalinated seawater for drinking water and for showering and stuff. We don't
There's no water there.
Of fresh water, so we kind of have to do this. But the problem
There's no
is that
fresh water.
This creates a lot of stuff called reject brine. And this is basically the salt that can't be used for anything, so it gets dumped right back into the ocean. Yeah, it's bad. And it's really bad for our little fishies, our marine life, and it's really bad for our coral. Problem number 2 is cement. The problem is that we use a lot of it, way too much. And the problem with cement is that it's terrible for the environment. It emits a lot of CO2 into the air. Now, I know this sounds like a lot of bad news, but there is a twist. A group of researchers, with the help of a couple of major universities here in the UAE, may have actually found a solution for both.
They go past it. I just want to see how many guys. I want to go in those holes.
There is a country that drinks salty ocean water. Who does that? Exactly. Welcome to the Emirates, one of the driest countries in the world. Here, the only water people can drink is this salty, undrinkable ocean water. That's why they desalinate it by putting water through a filter to turn it from salty to fresh. And it even gets crazier. Because they need water, they send planes to the skies to release salt and make the clouds bigger to create more rain. Then all they have to do is catch the rain in these huge dams and enjoy.
Now pause it. Now you got, that's the UAE. You got Bahrain, they got desalination. UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi, all of them got it. So you get talking and running your fucking mouth to me, I'll blow all that shit up. And your whole goddamn mouth will be dry than an old bum's ass.
Enjoy the fresh water. This country is doing so much crazy, expensive things just to get water. In that case, the least we can do is save water when we can. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
And that's why these wars are going to be, that's why these water wars also going to be in Africa. You got that? Africa's got that big ass lake called Lake Victoria and all these lakes around Africa with fresh water. Yeah. Yeah. And they're stupid. Arabs are going to come in and bow their shit up. And why they buying the lake? Because they need water, dummy. And now you be thirsty. Now your damn mouth will be dry as a bum's ass.
Wow.
Iran has targeted and ruptured one of the largest desalination plants on Earth. Now, the Sorek desalination plant is in the south of Tel Aviv. It supplies 20% of Israel's fresh water. This has now been ruptured. This conflict is getting out of control, and Iran is hitting key energy infrastructures in Israel as well.
Okay, I wanted to make a video off of this comment.
So they're already bombing it in Israel. That's what I'm saying. I'm bombing your shit. You know, water. They want to give out key water. You don't got water, you die. All you desert motherfuckers out there with your fancy cities, you ain't got no water. And you run your mouth. I'm blowing all that shit up. Go ahead, Joe.
These are Israel's seawater desalination plants, heavily guarded, and for good reason. They provide drinking water for 7 million people.
Not no more. Not no more. Iran gonna hit all that shit. All of it.
Why so critical? Because over 60% of Israel is desert, and natural fresh water is scarce. That's why since the 1990s, Israel has pushed a water independence strategy, making desalination a national security priority. Today, there are 5 massive plants along the Mediterranean coast. They suck in ocean water, push it through high-pressure filters, and reverse osmosis membranes, removing salt and impurities.
Reverse osmosis, exactly. You reverse osmosis it, and you get clean, drinkable water. But I'm blowing that shit up. Go ahead.
Turn seawater into safe, drinkable, fresh water. But here's the twist. Instead of pumping it straight to cities, Israel sends it back into the Sea of Galilee, its largest freshwater lake. Why? Because the sea acts as a central water bank, allowing for storage, seasonal balance, and national distribution. From there, a roughly 80-mile pipeline sends the water across the country, with stations and sidelines feeding towns and farms. The system produces 160 billion gallons of water per year, covering 80% of household demand, even allowing Israel to
not no more when I get done with the motherfucker, they
sell water to its neighbors. But here's the risk. If war breaks out, these plants are the first targets.
If war breaks out, I told you, I didn't even know. If war breaks out, that's what I was thinking. If war breaks out, this is a target, just like I just said. If war breaks out, me with a war mind, that's what I was thinking about last night. And I got to share with Joe. I said, hey, water, desalinization. I'm fucking that up. Yeah. Go ahead.
Thirst kills faster than bullets.
Qatar has built the world's largest desalination plant, producing over 600 million liters of fresh drinking water every single day.
You need it. You need that fresh drinking water when you're cleaning the doodle off your head when they shitting on you in Dubai. You need fresh water. You can't have salty water, and that don't work. Get that doodle out your eye.
Clear that what Israel turned off is a power line, F11, and it is a power line just to power this desalination plant. This is a desalination plant that used to produce 17,000 metric cubes of water to Palestinians in the central Gaza and the southern parts of Gaza, mentioning Deir al-Balah, Khan Yunis, and Rafah. Now, when was this electricity power line?
So they turned the shit out to Gaza and had them thirst too. Israel controlled Gaza's war, the Palestinians' war. And they turn that shit off. Fuck them. That's why I'm bombing your shit. Go ahead.
The desalination plant is mid of November 2024, which is like approximately 4 months ago.
2 years ago.
How is this desalination plant working right now is through generators where fuel has been stored and through solar panels. Now, at least 500,000 Palestinians completely rely on this power desalination plants, and the number of water it's producing right now decreased from 17,000 cubic meter of water to only 2,000 cubic meters of water. Now, the situation is deteriorating. We're talking about thousands of hundreds of Palestinians are still living in makeshift shelters and also completely rely on water. And water is one of the most important thing other than food and health to the Palestinians. Now, people are struggling to find water. We also hear from people that there has been water cuts for days since the past weeks. And what we also need to know is water has been
you got Africans want to move to these places, don't know nothing about desalination, don't know about water, don't know nothing about nothing. I want to move to Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So when their water gets fucked up, there's no water. You're in the desert, you fucking moron. Where did the water come from, stupid?
All the time during the past 15 months, Palestinians have been always struggling and suffering to find water.
Okay. So now we're getting karma. The Israelis would do that to the Palestinians when they were G-siding them, right? They were G-siding them. Isn't that funny? But get out of that, Jeff. Go to that video I sent you. You already know about the war talk. I'm just saying. I knew, like they said at war, that's going to be the first thing. I've been put that on tape. I said, look there. There'll be some act right around here. There'll be some act right. You don't act right, people going to be thirsty. Yeah, what I said to you. Be some act right put on you around this joint. You might go without food, you can't go without water, buddy. You got to have you some water.
Let me shut it. This one says that Iran is leaking the Epstein files of Donald Trump. So I don't know if you guys...
that's what he's showing. Okay, that's what he's showing. Okay. What is it saying, man?
Yeah, it says Iran is leaking the Epstein files of Donald Trump.
Good. Good. When the little kids, he fucking...
Das ist so furchtbar.
Elon Musk.
Es kommt lieber mehr Details raus.
This is so crazy. You can see literally that kid trying to walk away from Elon Musk, but he's literally pulling her hand all the way. That is so crazy. But let me cue The one you've shared. This is it.
This party won't stop. See, look at that map. And these all white men, right? Whole country. That big United States is. All the red is where all these guys have been downloading child porn on their computers. The FBI knows all these white men do it. They're not going to arrest them because that's them. That's their culture. They've always been pedophiles. Or as everybody say, PDF files. That's PDF file. Everybody knows that the white man has always been a PDF file. That's their culture. You goofy niggas who talk about that's your Jesus. When he goes into your child's butthole. That's my Jesus. The PD file. That's the PDF files. Go ahead, Joe.
It's crazy.
Is a unique IP address that is downloaded, shared, or distributing child rape images almost all under the age of 12.
Child rape and child porn. Look at that. Look at the whole country. Got Florida way down to about California, way over there. New York, way down. The whole country is full of red. That's the IP addresses of all them white men that are looking at child porn and rape porn. They're looking at porn with raping people. That's right there. Everybody's saying, oh, the Epstein files, oh, we got to stop it. They ain't saying none of that because that's who the fuck they are. Go ahead, Joe.
6-month screenshot of it, and there are over 338,000 on there. There's blue dots on there. You can't really see them, but the blue ones are the ones that are under investigation.
And a sea of red.
Isn't that a problem of what we're talking about?
And that is why the American people will never rise against their leaders in anger over the Epstein files. Because of that crowd of white men that you're expecting, right-wing white men with guns, that's the crowd everybody's thinking about when you think taking shit over. It's the violent right-wing conservative man. If you see a crowd of 100, 60 of them have child porn in their computers at home. So how do you expect them to rise in anger and push this when they're doing the exact same thing? When they have this little fear that if they force anything on this Epstein issue, it will make Americans double down and put so much money into law enforcement to go after pedophiles, and it'll eventually get to them. That's why they're not doing anything about it, because a vast majority of white American men fuck little children, are into child porn, and they're pedophiles. Look at the FBI statistics.
Crazy. That is so crazy. But let me go to the comments of you guys and see what you guys are saying. As we continue, shout out to everyone with us on the chat. Shout out to Ricky, Jiba Jabba, shout out to Cassius Williams. I see Jason, Sister Michelle, and Sister Monique. I see Jiba Jabba say that is a failed society if this goes on. I think you're talking about the video I was sharing about the kids being sold in, that is from DRC and Gabon. Literally, kids. Explains again the disappearance of kids in Africa. This has become a market. This has become like a job where people are just taking people's babies, and now we can see where they're ending up, in this kind of cases. Jibadaba also says, was no mistake. They want to blame on AI program that plotted the coordinates. And also see Jibadaba says they fired Noem, the DHS secretary.
Yeah, Christy Noem. Yeah, they fired her. That's another moron. The Department of Homeland Security. I don't know what they fired her for. He got a staff of like morons. He made these guys get a staff of like podcasters, right-wing racist podcasters. He gave these control of these institutions too. A bunch of morons. Got Pam Bondi running the goddamn Justice Department. Look at, she's an idiot. Got Kash Patel run the FBI. He's a fucking idiot, a moron. You're like, this is crazy town. None of these people are qualified to run these positions. This is absolutely crazy. Kash Patel is head of the fucking FBI. You're like, what? Pam Bundy is the head of the Justice Department. Marco Rubio is the head of the State Department. Pete Hegseth is the head of the Defense Department. I don't call no Department of War because Trump want to change shit. You're like, what? Christy Noem is the head of the goddamn head of the Department of Homeland Security. This is batshit crazy. And you can't make this up. We the laughing stocks of the world. Go ahead, Joe.
Sister Michelle is asking where is Netanyahu. I don't think they've given any more details apart from what we shared on maybe Tuesday or Wednesday.
He ain't dead. He run around. His wicked ass motherfuckers run around somewhere. Now they're trying to say Trump. They're trying to say Trump, that fake assassination attempt was done by the Iranians.
Jibba says Mike Johnson is a creep. He signed a purity pledge with his minor daughter. Ew.
God damn.
Also see Jason says
they're all pedophiles. You've been running that. It's not no more alleged. We're ruled over the world by cannibalistic, homicidal, genocidal pedophiles. That's real. You see that map right there? Just America? All these white men, and he got these black goofy women. The white man's my man. White man's my. You see all that shit in red? That's all white men. I mean, those are all white. We know it ain't black men. You got these black bitches in America talking about the white man is their savior. Good luck with that, you goofy broad. Good luck with that. It's just like that guy that bit of how the Kenyan women got mad about the black men coming to Kenya, right? Trying to find why. But they never got mad about the white men coming, treating them like shit, right? There's a problem with black women's minds globally with this white man worship. You got problems. They run around now, if you ever notice, it's not just a goofy, Delbert-looking Russian. There's white men running around Kenya just infecting bras with AIDS left, right, and center. So I'm telling you, if you're going to Kenya, you better wrap it up, or any African country. You better do a test, Jack, because they love their oppressor who's giving them their AIDS. That's why the AIDS that went up in all these African countries. You can go look it up. You believe it's the white man giving it to their ass. Not just through the biological shit. Through these white men that's running around Africa, sleeping with all these black women. They got mad about the black man coming to Africa. How dare you come to Africa? You're black man. They say nothing about the white man doing it. Black man ain't giving nobody AIDS. White man giving their ass AIDS. They ain't said a goddamn thing about it. It's crazy.
Yeah, but also Ricky says, let me get that. Ricky says, your Google kit doesn't have Africa in top 10 water around the world. I didn't get that correctly.
Top 10 water? I think I gotta look. I didn't look about my Google. As far as fresh water, I'm not Joe look up. Say, I'm not Joe look up this real quick. Say what they Joe. Say what continent has the majority of fresh water on the planet. Now I know we're gonna say about Russia because that would be up there by Siberia with all that damn snow and shit. We'll see. Say what continent has the majority of fresh water? I know America has the Great Lakes region. That's all fresh water.
Not Africa. Damn.
What's it saying?
I'm saying not Africa.
Scientists can see the beginning of
what might be. I'm saying what? No, I'm saying look up. What's this right here? What's they talking about?
A sixth ocean. This is a map of the tectonic plates under Africa. Most of Africa sits on this plate right here, but Eastern Africa sits upon the Somalian plate. And this is where those two plates meet. Look at this border. And now look at this map of Africa. Valley. You can see that line. Along this border are the African Great Lakes. These are some of the largest lakes on Earth. This is 25% of all of the unfrozen surface freshwater.
Pause it. Hey, so it's Africa again, Ricky. Sorry. I know you want to be an Indian nigga. Sorry. Africa got the majority of the fresh lake water. That's why they're going to be fighting for water in Africa again.
I was surprised you saying America. I'm like, huh? Africa should be the number one. America.
America has fresh lakes, Joe.
Nah, it's Africa apparently. No.
Planet.
I'm
They
just
already
saying.
hold about
I'm just saying. America has a lot of big fresh lakes. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be number 2 or something. But yeah, I figured Africa. Everybody's a scramble for Africa again. All the resources, the water. It's gonna be water wars because you got all these places drying up. Europe's water is fucked up. Remember, because they poison everything. Their water's fucked up because all the chemicals they use with their goddamn plants, their fertilizer, it leaked into the soil. So European water's fucked up. So the biggest place to get all the fresh water is Africa. Go ahead, John.
10% of all of Earth's fish species. Those lakes formed because Eastern Africa is separating from the rest of the continent. That Somalian plate is continuing to move even further east, creating a giant rift valley right here. If it keeps going, eventually Eastern Africa is going to become its new continent, separated from the rest of Africa by a new ocean. To be fair, these plates move really slowly, so this would take millions of years, like 10 million years or more. And if you want to continue seeing videos like this, please follow me here, and I'll let you know if there's suddenly a new ocean.
If Antarctica holds 70% of Earth's fresh water, why don't we see a dramatic ocean rise every time its ice melts? Something's off. Because seasonally, ice melts in Antarctica. You'd expect that melt to pour into the oceans, right? And the oceans to rise significantly. But they don't, at least not in the dramatic way you'd think.
Did you know that Uganda has 18% of its total land area covered in water? That makes Uganda one of the most water-rich countries in Africa. Not because of oceans, but because of inland lakes and rivers. Uganda is home to some of Africa's largest freshwater bodies, including Lake Victoria, the continent's largest lake.
That's why there's gonna be water wars in Africa. Huh? Africa's got the most water. And you're gonna be thirsty, nigga.
Oga, Lake Albert, Lake George, Lake Edward, Lake Bunyonyi, Lake Mutanda, Lake Mburo, and more. Add in an extensive river network, and water becomes central to Uganda's geography, economy, and daily life. This water supports fishing, agriculture, transport, tourism, mining, and powers much of Uganda through hydropower. While many African countries are dominated by land, Uganda stands out for the significant amount of water it holds within its borders. It's a hidden advantage, and one of the reasons Uganda remains the Pearl of Africa.
Yeah, so it's Africa, baby. So welcome to Africa. Welcome. Come take some fresh water.
They're gonna say you ain't gonna own it. Everybody, the white man, other people gonna, the Chinese gonna come back and get that shit.
I tell you, Mr. Beast is owning that shit, all of it. Mr. Beast is coming here in the name of helping us. He knows he's trying to save it. He knows very well what's coming, so he's trying to save himself.
I think most of the Chinese rivers are fucked up too. So China's probably coming, I'm sure, for fresh water. I think most of the Chinese rivers are fucked up too.
Let's see.
Say, are most of the freshwater rivers in China polluted?
Take exit 69.
See.
So we have the dual bridge on the Yangtze River, and over here on the right, on the Jialing River, we have an extension of that bridge over here.
Like Kibera.
Yeah, the Chinese are just as bad. The Asians are just as bad as the Caucasian. They pollute everything. That's what I'm saying. I think most of the Chinese rivers are fucked up, are polluted. So they need to come to Africa too. Steal your shit. Go ahead. Let's see.
The water level of the Yangtze River reached the level 2 standard or better in 2020. Level 2 is the second highest in the country's 5-tier assessment system for grading waterways. Provinces and municipalities along the river have effectively implemented a 10-year fishing ban with 228,000 fishermen on 110,000 boats relinquishing their nets.
Then you go live in your coffin house and drink your polluted. Live in your coffin house and drink your polluted water. Hey.
About environmentalism in China, because the last 2 times that I have been in China in the past 2 years.
This is crazy. The Chinese government just announced that some cities are running out of trash. Yep, you heard that right. There's not enough garbage. Some cities are digging up old landfills while others are buying trash from nearby towns. What's going on? Before 2010, garbage was a huge headache in China. With its massive population, cities were drowning in trash. 2/3 of urban areas were surrounded by waste. It polluted the air and threatened groundwater. That's when Du Xiangwan, a top engineer, proposed a bold idea: turn trash into electricity. Instead of dumping it, China began sending waste to power plants, where high-tech incinerators burned it cleanly. No harmful emissions. Even the leftover ash gets turned into cement for building roads. The result? No pollution, no smell, and no landfill problems. Today, China has over 1,100 waste-to-energy plants. Each ton of trash produces 200 to 500 kilowatt hours of electricity.
Maybe they cleaned up the rivers.
$15 to $40 per ton. Now they're burning more than 800,000 tons of garbage a day, more than cities are producing. So what do? They've started buying trash for about $7 a ton just to keep the plants running. Trash has officially become a valuable resource, and China is now exporting this technology to over 40 countries. So here's the question: which country needs this the most?
Shit, all of Africa, goddammit. Trash be everywhere. Shit. That trash should fuck up.
It's no surprise that red is a significant color.
What are the top 5 most polluted rivers? 90% of the plastic in the oceans comes from the top 12 most polluted rivers. Number 5, the Yellow River in China. Drying up fast, and whatever's left is badly contaminated.
What the hell is this?
See? It's China. It's still dry. So it's drying up. There's no water, but it's it's polluted, and it's not going to be no water anyway because it's drying up. That's why they're in Africa. Nigeria's looking for land, looking for whole villages, taking these goofy niggas.
What the hell? What kind of water is even this? This is crazy.
Number 4 is the Buriganja River in Bangladesh, the most densely populated countries in the world. 3 is coming out of Argentina. The name is the Slaughterhouse River. Number 2 is the Ganges in India, 3rd largest river in the world, 2nd most polluted. 1's the Citarum River in Indonesia. We have one planet. Share this video and clean up Earth. What are the
You might not agree with President Xi on many things, but here's one fact. He has been a firm driver of environmental protection.
It's February the 18th.
China has run out of garbage. Yes, you.
So in China, they be talking about, oh, China got so much pollution, you know, all these factories. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Clean it up.
Like, China is very green and lush. Mountains, greenery. The air is fresh. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Nah, I'm not living in Hong Kong.
He's getting paid. He probably not in Hong Kong. He's probably in another part of China. They don't like Hong Kong.
Let me cue these videos here just to relate the video you shared with me.
President Home white supremacists say as they ignore the fact that white men lead the nation in pedophilia and rape crimes. Let's stop pretending you guys care about black Jews and black fathers. Really, you just don't want people looking at white men because white supremacy is perfect. And if we take a look at what you guys are doing, it doesn't look too good. Maybe y'all let us worry about our community and what we need to do.
They criminalize black men while they do all the criminals. It's very rare you see a black man. I'm saying it doesn't happen. Of course it happens because, you know, it's still going to happen that you're going to find a rich black man rape a child or do something that is rare. And in our culture, especially America, you get dealt with. You can't rape no child, be right no other black man, they'll kill you. They'll kill your ass. So it's rare. Them is the norm. Child, I forgot, before we end the show, we're going to show them damn, like y'all read this, we're going to show the guy in Dallas shooting his own daughter in the head. Because she wouldn't get down with the program. Go ahead, Jim.
Worry about all the mass shootings that are being committed. You guys worry about all the pedophilia and rape that are running rampant within your community. because I'm really, really tired of white men pretending like they care about black fathers being in the household and black on black crime. You guys don't care about what's going on in our community. You just want to dehumanize us. That's all it is. If you really care about our community and wanting to make children safer, maybe focus on that. I think tackling white supremacy, all the pedophiles and the mass shooters that are from your demographic.
They're never going to get white supremacy until we completely break their back. See, that they benefit. Remember, they're mediocre and everything. They're less smarter than you, they're less athletic than you, they're losing everything. So they set up a system to keep themselves at the top by violence, and learn how to make weapons, violence. So when that collapses, they go back to the bottom again. But they've got nothing to bring them out from the bottom. Of course, they're going to be dying off anyway. So once the whole system collapses, they've never been able to compete. That's why they have to make everything unequal. That's why they want you to get educated. They don't want any competition, because competition, they can never compete. They're inadequate as people. Everything, if it's equal, they lose. Education, they'll lose. Sports, they'll lose. Everything, they'll lose in. Good, Joe.
And help protect.
You walk in any neighborhood in the United States. I don't care if you're in an apartment complex or you're in an affluent neighborhood. You walk out in front of your porch or in front of your front door. You look left and you look right. There's a very high likelihood that one of those doors, one of those houses, is a very dangerous place for children. Okay, people think of, trafficking, child trafficking, that it happens in a third world country. You go to Thailand, you go to Mexico, and yes, the type of trafficking that you saw in the movie Sound of Freedom, where they're taking children and they're selling them, yes, that happens in those areas. But the real problem with pedophilia is happening in our own backyards. The statistics are these: 40% or more of women that 40% or more have been a victim of sexual abuse at some time in their life. 1/4 of all women, it was as a child. Now that's just the ones that talk about it. The average age is 52 years old.
Exactly. Pause it. Now we know that most white men rape their kids. That's something they're not going to tell you that. In their families, they rape their babies. That's why all that red was up there. They said they came out when they told. They said they were white people. I'm sure it's true too. White people came out and told the truth on TikTok. Said, when we were kids, punishment, we would just get raped. What? We just get fucked in the butt. Our daddies, they go having sex with their son. When we would get in trouble, our daddy would just fuck us in the ass. What? What kind of punishment is this? Because they're pedophiles, man. How about you to get punishment, you get SA'd? You crazy?
This their whole life. Most people never even talk about it. For men, it's a little bit less. It's 1 in 5 at some time in their life. But even them, 1 in 4 of those was under the age of 10 years old. So it's a big problem. And this is your uncles, this is your bishops, this is your neighbors, this is your brother, your cousin, etc. that are passing this trauma on to others, and it's serious.
These are white men. Yeah, your bishop, hey, I come to learn about Jesus. Okay, well, put on your pants and let me flap them butt cheeks. We teach you about Jesus after that.
The number one offender type is biological fathers. But by far,
I told you, them was biological daddies fucking their baby. That's white men. Yeah. Those are the ones you worship, ain't it? Go ahead.
Done by middle-aged Caucasian men.
Told you, Caucasian.
Many, over half of them, college graduates. Many of them are educated, good jobs. This isn't just who we're thinking about. Like they're technical savvy, and I think that it is time that we call them out. Like that, we can't stand by and stand back. Like we have to stand up and say, not only are we not doing our job as men, It's actually the opposite. Instead of being defenders and protectors of our families, we're hurting and abusing.
Y'all know I be on here watching videos. I saw a couple of them. One of them I was tagged in, and it got the wheels turning. So I got to talk this through. I got to talk to y'all about it. One of them said, this is what men with excess money will do. And another connected the dots between the Epstein files and what has always happened in this country. Let's talk about it. The United States was not founded by modest men with restraint. We know that. It was founded by men with land, bodies, capital, and impunity. So go back to the colonial period. Elite white men weren't just politicians. They were slaveholders, land speculators, judges, clergy, legislators, like all at the same time. There was no separation between private vice and public power. If you owned people, you also owned silence, sexual violence, especially against enslaved women and girls. It wasn't prosecuted because legally, those victims were property. Harm didn't exist unless it reduced value, full stop. So exploitation wasn't a scandal. It was baked into the economy. So fast forward to the early republic. Men like Thomas Jefferson weren't whispered about in their time. People knew. The behavior was tolerated because he was useful.
Pause it. Thomas Jefferson wrote your Declaration of Independence. This savage ass, no good white man. This savage, right? The third president of the United States. That was Sally Hemings, who was 13 years old, forced him to sleep, raping, and that's rape. This is a child. How many kids you have with Sally Hemings? Like 8? And then took the kids that he had with her and made them slaves on his plantation. And then what? And they revered his ass. Remember? They revered this psychopathic ass, no good white man. They revere him, right? Because you got Trump. How dare we go talk about Thomas Jefferson, one of our greatest founding fathers? I told they revere their savages. But they tell you to hate your own ancestors who ain't never done no shit like that. Which one of your ancestors took a 13-year-old kid, raped her for half her life, had 6 or 7 kids? Stay right there, Joe, real quick. Go open up tab. I got to find me kids yet. Say, how many children did Thomas Jefferson have with Sally Hemings? Hemings.
Next light. Use the right 2 lanes to turn right.
Thomas Thomas Jefferson had with Sally Hemings. How many children his ass had with her? 7, 6, 8?
6.
6 kids. Like all 6 kids, he had them as slaves on his plantation. Imagine this. These are his kids. This is his daddy. Because people used to make jokes when they came to Jefferson's plantation and seen the slaves. These slaves kind of look like Thomas Jefferson. It's how savage you are. You have a baby by this child you was raping. Because he was like old. He's like 40. She's like 13, raping her ass. Right? Having babies by her. Couldn't do nothing about it, right? All she asked when you died, can you let my children go free? Remember, some of them could pass as white. So that's why in the Jefferson Hemings family, you got a white side of the family in America, and you got a black side of the family. Some could pass as white, and never told them that they had a black mama named Sally Hemings. Right? So they passed as white. And so through generations, that family became white. And our other children refused to pass. They said, we're black. And then you go see that family, there's a black side of that family today. It's crazy. But, yeah. Go ahead, Toby. Go ahead, play.
To the project, you know? Now, this is the through line that some people don't want to name. American power has always separated morality from governance, as long as the influence were intact. Now, situational ethics, railroad barons, financiers, men with unprecedented excuses,
and more relativism,
total immunity, private islands, private rail cars, private arrangements, sex scandals, coercions, abuse, handled quietly. Money turned crimes into personal matters, law into suggestion, right? And when reform movements pushed back, the response wasn't accountability. It was containment, non-disclosure, payoffs, discrediting women. Sound familiar? So when people act like Trump is some kind of rupture, I have to laugh a little. He is not a break from history. He's an unfiltered continuation. The only thing different is that he doesn't bother with decorum. Now, when we see a name in those Epstein files, and let's be real, no one with an ounce of historical literacy is confused. That is not about one man. It's about a system that's always allowed men with excess money to circulate in spaces where rules don't apply. Epstein didn't invent exploitation. He operationalized it. He created the infrastructure for behavior that already had a long legal and cultural
existed.
Wealth as insulation. Now, here's the part that should really land, right? It's been about 250 years, different eras, different language, same protection.
Nothing changes.
Given time, benefit, complexity. Victims are given suspicion, silence, and questions every single time. So no, I don't expect this administration to do something fundamentally different. Not because Trump is uniquely monstrous, but because the presidency itself has always absorbed men like him without collapsing. The system knows how to hold him, and it was designed that way. And once you study the pattern, you stop asking, how could this happen? And you start asking the only honest question. Why do we pretend like this country was ever built to stop men with excess money when it spent centuries protecting them? That's the history. That's the inheritance. And that's why none of this is as surprising as people like to think it is.
I want you to for me, Joey. Type in Bill Clinton. Say President Clinton. Say President Clinton says, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Type that in there. Lying ass bastard. Now, Monica Lewinsky was almost underage. We know he was on the Epstein shit. But this when he got caught, sticking his dick in his girl's mouth when he's the president. And then he tried to lie about it, but then they found the nut. He nutted on her and shit. And so they got the DNA from the nut. He nutted all on her. Go ahead, Joe.
I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate.
See, now he made me got caught. See, at first, I want to go to the point when he first said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. There it goes. Now let me go back to working for the American people. He was lying until they got his nut. He had that cum all over her ass.
But I want to say one thing to the American people.
I
want you to listen to me. I'm going to say
Would you listen to me? Would you listen to me?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
That woman?
Miss Lewinsky.
I didn't put my penis in her mouth.
Anybody to lie. Not a single time.
Single time?
These allegations are false.
False.
And I need to go back to work.
I need to go back to work for America.
I want to say one thing.
It was false. It was false until they found the cum stain. He nutted all on her. She been sucking his dick for months in the Oval Office underneath that desk, sucking his dick. Bill, Hillary didn't mind. They said Hillary knew, right? Bill was getting a blowjob every at noon or some shit. He said, I did not have sexual relation with that woman. They Bill, this your nut stain, nigga, on the dress. They're gonna do a DNA sample on that shit.
To the American people.
Good.
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work.
And remember, Lewinsky is a cat with the hat. So he's setting his ass up. She's a cat with the motherfucking hat. Ain't that funny? She's a cat with that motherfucking hat. So she was a spy. Go on and suck his dick and blackmail his dumb ass. Go ahead, let me see who's saying on this.
Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky.
Indeed I did. Because you found the nut stains.
In fact, it was wrong.
It was wrong.
It constituted a critical lapse in judgment and a personal failure.
But you said you never did it.
For which I am solely and completely responsible. I misled people, including even my wife.
Now remember, he ain't say this until they found the nut. about his cum stain. They DNA tested his ass. Hey, this your cum,
The
nigga.
evening of August 17th, 1998, millions of Americans gathered around their televisions to witness something
Yeah,
unprecedented.
imagine. Zach, remember, this is joke. It's unprecedented now because it's even worse. Our president is more criminal than his ass. This was Joey was just born, 1998. See that? There was a baby with a mama, and Bill Clinton's dick is in some child's mouth.
President confessing to misleading the nation about an affair. For 7 months, Bill Clinton had vehemently denied allegations of an inappropriate relationship with former White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Yet that night, in a brief and carefully worded address from the map room, the 42nd President of the United States finally admitted what much of the country already suspected.
Oh, we knew. We knew
Those
his
words
dick was
echoed
in.
through
We
living
knew.
rooms,
We knew your dick was in her mouth.
newsrooms, and political circles around the globe. It was not just an admission of personal failing. It was a moment that blurred the line between private sin and public accountability. For the first time in modern history, the nation confronted in real time the spectacle of a president publicly reckoning with moral transgression.
But I want to say one.
Yeah, that's it. So let me cue the video you asked of the Dallas father who shot his daughter.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
He shot his 23-year-old daughter after what was described in court as a big argument about President Trump.
About
Lucy
Trump.
was in the U.S. from the UK with her boyfriend Sam Littler when the deadly incident unfolded inside her father's home in Prosper, Texas. Littler later testified the father and daughter had a big argument about President Trump. The dispute began when Lucy pressed her dad about an unspecified hypothetical scenario involving a woman who had been sexually assaulted. Lucy allegedly asked her father, how would you feel?
Yeah, how would you feel that was me? And Trump fucked me as a kid. I wouldn't give a damn. Because they're all pedophiles. I wouldn't give a damn because I got 2 more of you. Remember, he's got 2 other daughters. I wouldn't give a damn. Trump put his penis in them butt cheeks. I got 2 more of you. Go ahead, Joe.
I was the girl in that situation and I'd been sexually assaulted. According to Littler, her father responded it wouldn't upset him much because he had 2 other daughters living with him.
Exactly. I don't give a damn. I got 2 more of you. So somebody put their penis up in you, you know, I probably would have did it too. I'm a white man. What's wrong with you?
And she then stormed upstairs. Hours later, just before she was set to leave to the airport, her father, Chris Harrison, took her into his bedroom and showed her a Glock handgun. Seconds later, a gunshot. Lucy was shot in her chest and later died from injuries. Chris told the police as I looked at the gun to show her.
He knows a lot. As I looked at the gun, I accidentally shot my dad. See, if you black, you get locked up. He's a white man. So they don't care. Remember, white supremacy must reign. That's the #1 thing. So his daughter getting down, she just a casualty of white supremacy. He's not to be locked up. He's a white man. Who cares if he shot his daughter? So what? She's cannon fodder. Get her ass out of here. Of course, all the white people in Texas said, that's right. There's nothing to see, and we're not going to convict him. He's a white man. Yeah. Killed his daughter, so what? She's cannon fodder. Go ahead, Joe.
Suddenly heard a loud bang. I did not understand what had happened. Lucy immediately fell. He admitted he had been drinking and said he couldn't recall if his finger was on the trigger. A Collin County grand jury declined to indict him, meaning he will not face any criminal charges.
The white people refuse to indict him. You in Texas, baby. White supremacy always comes first. Over death, everything. That always over the children, that comes first. So you goofy Africans come to America, you better learn that. That comes first. Their white power comes over their children, over their God, their fake goofy God they gave you. That comes first. Go ahead, Joe.
Inquest in the UK is still ongoing.
A Texas man will not face charges after gunning down his own daughter. Back in January of last year, Chris Harrison and his 23-year-old daughter Lucy got into an argument about President Trump a few days before his second inauguration. Lucy's boyfriend,
Trump fucked me when I was a child. Yeah, but he just fucked you. What do you want me to do? So what? I got 2 more of you.
told a court that the father and daughter butted heads a lot about Chris's conservative views, particularly his purchase of a 9mm handgun. Littler says he and Lucy were about to leave for the airport when Chris took his daughter's hand and led her into his bedroom. 15 seconds later, a gunshot. Chris told police he had offered to show his daughter the gun after seeing a segment on TV about gun violence. And then, quote, as I lifted the gun to show her, I suddenly heard a loud bang.
Imagine, remember this is around the same area where the little boy defended himself. They wanted him to be locked up. Remember the little boy? I forgot the little boy's name, who was defending himself against the white kids on the bleachers. That's the same area. Remember, they wanted him to be locked up. Now, as you remember, he defended himself, and that little boy ended up dead for attacking that little white boy. I forgot the kid's name. The little black kid. That's the same area. But the white man can shoot his own daughter. They won't even, you won't hear no more about it. He's dead and stinking and so wet. See, he's not going to be prosecuted. The black kid was defending himself. You guys remember that? In the same Dallas area. Same area. White supremacy might be like, oh, there's this black boy killed a little white boy and blah, blah, blah. Who's his parents and all that shit. Y'all remember that? It had to be about the same time period, because that was last January of 2025. What's that kid's name? We'll look it up again. Same time period, different outcome. Ain't it funny? White outcome, black outcome. Go ahead, Joey.
And what had happened, Lucy immediately fell. Here's the thing. He also admitted to being a recovering alcoholic who fell off the wagon the day of the shooting. Now, given all this evidence, a Texas grand jury decided not to indict him for the killing.
Because he's white.
The coroner called Chris, quote, reckless and a teaser who showed his daughter the gun in an effort to rile her up. Now, Sam Littler, the boyfriend, didn't specify how President Trump factored into the argument that the pair had shortly before Lucy's death.
This dude got to shoot his daughter, and they refused to even prosecute his ass. He murdered his own daughter in cold blood. And they refuse to even prosecute his ass. Oh, well, then to see. She dead and stinking. We're not going to take it to trial or to court or nothing. No harm, no foul. I'm going to have Joey look up again. Joey, I want you to look at the Dallas boy who killed the other boy in self-defense. I forgot the kid's name. It's around the same time. Say the black Dallas boy who killed the white boy in self-defense in Dallas last year. Same time. Remember we did the show about it, like 2 shows about it. Yeah. Oh, white people were going crazy. Oh, you lock his ass up. He's defending himself. That white girl wasn't defensive against her daddy. He just shot and killed her ass. Shut your damn mouth. Talking about Trump being a rapist. Yo, our white dick's supposed to go up in your ass. Go ahead, Joe.
He got you. Hey, yo, some of the comments under this video are absolutely insane, and I'm going to explain to you why.
The white people.
The kid is the suspect in the Dallas high school shooting that took
place. Remember, same area, same time period, same area. Different outcome. Isn't that funny? The kid's the white man is drunk. He's fucking drunk when he killed his daughter. Right? No self-defense, no nothing. They won't even prosecute his ass. The black kid sitting on the bench, minding his own business, telling the white kid, stop, leave me alone. Right? And they try to lock him up for life. Because this is who they are. Evil. Or you get in the comments, he will be locked up. But you won't hear that with the white man blowing his daughter head off. Nah. Well, too bad. She's dead, so what? Go ahead, Joe.
They're saying he willfully turned himself in. Now, if you look at some of the comments, you see some of them saying, oh, here comes the self-defense claim. Oh, self-defense in 3, 2, 1. Well, I guess he's going to claim self-defense and go home. Bro, y'all are really that mad about Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, self-defense. He was self-defense. See, they mad at somebody. See, as a black person, you're not supposed to be able to defend yourself against anybody white. That goes against white supremacy. They're supposed to be able to rape, kill, murder, and maim you, and you not be able to defend yourself, and they get off. They get mad. What do you mean you're defending yourself? What the fuck you talking about? That nigga's supposed to be dead or locked up. Go ahead, Joker.
Folks really are treating Carmelo like he committed a mass shooting at a school event. Oh, because he brought the knife. Oh, he must have been looking for trouble. It had to.
He had the knife. That's right.
No
He
way
had the
this is
knife.
self-defense. He had to have been looking to kill somebody. And then when a real school shooting happens where somebody tried to take out as many people as possible and injures 4 people, look what they have to say in the comment section. Sometimes I truly hate being proven.
It's always white people that do this. There's always some little white boy does the school shoot. Oh, he needs help. He's sick. Oh, bless his heart. Bless his heart for killing all these motherfuckers. He needs help. But see, you black and defend yourself. How dare you, nigga? We'll lock you up for life. Give you a death penalty, nigga. Right? That's how crazy it be. Right? But being a white kid, oh, he was having mental issues. He didn't eat any breakfast that day when he shot and killed all them motherfuckers. He didn't have his bowl of ugali, so he just didn't feel right. And so he went on a killing spree. All the humanity.
Go out their way to show how biased they are. That on a complete.
That's right. It's always biased.
They can't help but try and compare it to Carmelo Anthony. And I reiterate, y'all did not have the same energy for Kyle Rittenhouse and George Zimmerman. Y'all celebrated when they walked free under the claim of self-defense. And here y'all biases come trying to.
I was talking about George Zimmerman. No way George Zimmerman been walking around my kid. I don't say you be a black man. And George Zimmerman still running around this motherfucker and he killed your baby. I'm gonna say it's all black men right here, right now. You bring a baby into this planet, it's your job to die for. That's your job. That's your job. As a father, that's your motherfucking job. There's no way you're gonna kill one of my babies and walk around and still be living. There's no fucking way. As a man, I'm naturally gonna kill myself because I ain't gonna be able to look at myself in the mirror as a man. No way. So I lost all respect for Trayvon Martin's daddy completely because he was in his life. He just cried, oh, the tragedy. Fuck that. Tragedy. Man. Like I told you, I told my wife, because I got black sons. You know, in America, some shit always pops off. I said, listen here. Any one of my sons gets fucked up out here, don't cry for me. Shit's gonna have to get done. I'm gonna have to make shit right for me to live as a shit. That's the end of me. That's the end of me. You fucking kill my son out here. Because my sons have been stopped in my neighborhood. Ask where you going, what you doing. What the fuck you talking about? You know, walking while black. Shit. Buddy. I don't see how you. If a man's in his son, I don't know if somebody can kill your son or your daughter, you don't do nothing about it. I'd never. See, that's the cowardice of black men globally. So you kill their babies, they coming to see you. Black men have been made such cowards that they believe they can kill your children. Motherfucker, you can't kill mine. You can't kill my babies and walk around this earth. And it ain't none of that bullshit where violence never solved anything. It's gonna solve something then. Because you ain't gonna walk around, kill my babies, and think you're gonna be all right to just walk around and like, nope. I'm coming to see your motherfucking ass. All that, you've been giving all that old church shit, all that old Martin Luther King bullshit. Let's not make things worse. Motherfucker, it can't get no worse. I just buried my goddamn child. And once I get through burying my child, I'm coming to see you. Period. There ain't no law, no white man, nobody gonna stop me from getting to you. That's supposed to be your proper response. Not some let's go play with the women and all that fuck nigga shit. All that old cowardly shit. I ain't gonna pray with nobody. I'm gonna let his family go pray for him after I get done with his ass. Think you gonna kill my baby walking home from a store? My baby's a child, 15, 16 years old, and you're gonna kill my baby coming home with candy and a soda? What? Nah. Like I said, as black men, your job is supposed to do what you're supposed to do. And you haven't did it. Black men always won't find me crying on no fucking TV. Mr. Newsom, how you feel about them killing your son? I don't feel a motherfucking thing. That's what I feel. Fuck out my face. That's my white day shit. Go ahead, Joe.
School shooter. I have a theory because something tells me maybe y'all are just happy it wasn't a white kid that shot up a school this time. While they think they can start generalizing black people as always using the self-defense claim, just remember, if that school shooter was white, they would not hesitate to scream mental illness or he was being bullied.
Yeah, he's mentioning something wrong.
The young man who murdered Austin Metcalf is a black kid, and he murdered this white kid who was a football star and a bright future ahead of him. Stabbed him in the heart.
Said this white kid was a football star, had a future, but the black kid didn't have a future. The black kid was a straight A student. This nigga didn't have any future. The black kid was the one that was popular and was a straight A student, not this fucking broke down low budget white kid. But you see how they frame shit? It's how wicked these motherfuckers are. See, the black kid who stabbed the white kid. Not that the white kid attacked the black kid, which he did. That's what he did. He attacked the black kid. That's not in their report ever. Oh, this fucking low budget nigga attacked the white kid, the white Jesus, and he had a promising future. He's a football star. His life had a future. What? Go ahead, Joe.
White kid asked him to move out of his seat. The alleged murderer was being held
in
jail. $1 million bond.
He said, the white man. How's it your seat? I'm sitting on the bench. You came here after me. He said, that's not the white boy on the benches. I'm not. Don't be sitting on the couch and say, hey, Jim, get the fuck out the seat. I was sitting there, kid, get the fuck out of here. It's my seat. You know what? When it become your seat? This is how psychopathic these motherfuckers are. The black kid is sitting on the bleachers when nobody's there. So as he's sitting on a white boy's seat, what are you talking about? They're psychopaths, guys. They're never going to be equal and fair. There's no such thing as justice with them. They're not capable of justice. They're soulless beings. They're not capable of any humanity. See, I just said that shit. The black kid was sitting on the white boy's seat. What? There's nobody in there but me sitting there. I'm not sitting on his seat. So all seats belong to white boys. Go ahead, Joe.
And that bond was just reduced to $250,000, and now the kid's walking free.
Go back to the picture. He sounded crazy. He sounded crazy looking. They make the black kid, they darken the picture. He's looking all crazy, and the white boy's looking all wholesome like that. So the black kid looking all crazy, and the white boy's looking all wholesome, smiling. Oh, I'm so innocent. I'm Jesus, nigga. They make the black boy look all criminal and crazy looking. That's what the media does. Make the good guy the bad guy, and the bad guy the good guy. We know the white guy's the bad guy. We know that. Evidence shows the white guy's the bad guy. But this narrative and this picture, oh, look at the white guy smiling. Look at this criminal ass nigga here. Look at this criminal looking ass nigga. Go ahead, Joe.
Kid's walking free. And he was able to pay the bond because there was a GoFundMe set up immediately after this black kid allegedly murdered the white kid. And it's raised something like $400,000. So not enough for the $1 million bond, but don't worry, the judge is going to lower it to reach the still absurd, huge amount of money the black kid was able to raise.
Absurd, the black kid. Absurd, the black kid was able to raise. See, this nigga, he don't have the right to defend himself. This is what white supremacy is about. This nigga's supposed to go to prison or be hanged. Even though he's in the right, he was defending himself, but so what? This is a nigga. It's black. And this is a white boy who had his whole life ahead of him. Oh my God, his life. He's a football star. He was eating all kind of exotic coochie.
Of this alleged murderer's guilt or innocence, he raised that money as a reward for being a black teen who killed a white teen. We have a social and
And we know
political
it's a lie. It doesn't matter white does some shit. They get all kind of money from just like Daniel Penny murdered that guy in New York on the subway. Within a damn hour, he had $1 million for his defense. They always like they even like rotten ass Roseanne Barr. They would say it ain't funny. They gave him millions of dollars to fight her racism charge, and they wrote petitions not to get her fired off of ABC or whatever goofy channel that goofy shit was on. So it's another lie. Go ahead, Joker.
So what is happening today?
You know the guy, the young man.
So another 17-year-old in Dallas County claimed self-defense after a shootout at Wilma Hutchins High School, who allegedly shot over 5 students with one in critical life-threatening condition. I don't know about this shit. All according to the arrest affidavit after he turned himself in Wednesday night to Dallas PD.
See, that's why social media is so bad for black people. And now at Wednesday, it's Wednesday, not Wednesday. Wednesday, that over, another blunt went there. And that's why these bootlegging Africans said that we can't speak English, because you niggas be on the internet, can't talk English. Another, what they say, what they be doing, and he shot 5 peoples. Then those niggas always say peoples. There's no such word called peoples. It's people. There's no, the plural for people is people. There's no peoples. Shit's crazy.
Grammar. Grammar.
Identified as Tracy Haynes Jr. is now booked in Dallas County Jail, and he's facing a $600,000 bond as we speak, with a charge of aggravated assault and mass shooting, which for him is a first-degree felony charge. In same situation, they said if he does make bond, he will be forced to wear an ankle monitor for safety reasons. Plot twist. Surveillance shows another student allowing him to enter the premises with the weapon, which makes this student accessory to a mass shooting.
What is happening today? A man was beheaded.
Okay, literally. But let me go to the
there's your comments and wrap it up. Yeah, I don't know about that shooting in Dallas. I don't know what that was even about.
Yeah, but shout out to Danny Harrison.
Oh, so we got a cool cap on today, huh?
You seen that right now?
I didn't know. So, calm down. All right. I don't pay attention to women. I apologize.
I hope you're not paying attention to men. Damn, you better pay attention at least to women. No.
Got your cool cap on, all right?
Yeah, but yeah, I see. Let me go a little bit up where I left it from. I see Jibba Jabba was saying that the Northeast corridor is heavily Democrat, and that was the darkest red, and also adding that ain't no.
Wow, you think it's mostly just the liberal? I didn't even look what was the most red. Here I gotta look at that map again. Yeah, those are the liberal white people, exactly. Because remember, see that fake left, right? I'm conservative. That's all fake. They all want to put their penis in somebody's butt. Okay, but they call themselves liberal or conservative. They're the same fucking people. Go ahead.
I also see Danny says yes, the Yellow River in China is really yellow. from all the dumping of industrial waste. Ew, I can't imagine that. I don't even want to imagine. Jiba says Chinese waterways are full. Danny says that goes for the air in China as well. You literally have to wear a gas mask in order to breathe the air. Ew.
I think about 10 years ago, I think they've been cleaning up a lot of air. So they say. You know, I haven't been to a lot of them Chinese countries, so whole Chinese areas. So I wouldn't know. I've been to Hong Kong years ago. That was years ago, but I didn't ever see the coffin houses though. I didn't know they existed. I would say, hey, take one of these coffin joints. You want to see the coffin? Yeah, let me see that shit. Holla at your boy.
Sitting in a coffin when you are alive, God damn it.
That's right. I won't be living that shit. Holla at your boy. Let me see what you're working with.
Jibba says India waterways are toxic. Also adding that.
Oh, India is filthy. India, oh my God. And black people be worshiping these motherfuckers. They shit is filthy. It's crazy. You go, man, you smell the smells when you go, it be doo-doo everywhere. They just doo-doo in the street. They tried to bring that shit to Canada. Them Canada people got mad. They know they're not gonna do it here because they get their ass beat, right? The Indians, they were just dooking. We'll do it before we leave. Joe put up this will be the last video. Go to TikTok, Joe. See, Indians found doodling in the streets in Canada. Because they just think, because remember, in India, they got a caste system. So the black people, the dark people get to clean up their doodle. You just get their doodle and walk away from it. And somebody black get to come and clean it up for you. So they thought they'd bring that bullshit to Canada. And they ain't never tried that shit in America. They must have known. Don't fuck around in America with that shit. You'll get fucked up here. They'll beat your ass. They were doing that shit in Canada. You got these Canadians. I'm finding human doodle in my yard. They a dog.
There are Indian families that dig holes and put tents and poop. They do it on the beach now, and they did it off my backyard. There was like 3 different families of maybe 25, 30 people that came for barbecues. They would set up right on the fence of my backyard. I seen them digging the hole, and I seen them put the tent. When they left, there was poop. That happened 3 separate times. I've had to yell at people for on the borderline property line of my backyard. Yeah. And yes, it was Indian families. So that's not false. You can check my town's page where they say there are Indian people pooping on.
Damn, that's what they do because they brought that culture from India to there. But somehow they knew, they were told, don't do that in America. These white people will fuck you up here. You ain't gonna be shitting in America. It ain't, like you said, Joe said, ain't gonna be no consequences. You're getting fucked up. Go ahead, Joe.
Their beach because they're digging holes and they're pooping and putting tents up because they don't want to go to the washrooms. And I'm here to fact check that because that's not a lie. So
Natty's video has gone viral. Most of the comments are, as what you would imagine, people expressing their disgust with this situation. Naturally, because it's 2024, some have accused Natty of being racist. But the thing is, we have reached out to sources, and they confirm that Natty is 100% correct in her assertions. Also, as we understand from this ex-Wasaga Beach bylaw officer, when he would take
why is it racist? I'm chasing somebody
defecating on the beach, he was accused of being a racist. And sometimes he and his colleagues would be swarmed with groups of up to 20 people. They wouldn't throw punches, but imagine being in that situation where you're outnumbered 20-1 and people are calling you every nasty name under the book simply for doing your job, simply for telling people, do not defecate on a public beach. Also, we reached out to our source, Ted Smith. He is originally from India.
Hey, you're walking around the beach, you walking somebody doo-doo. Ugh.
To protect himself. But he says, yes, indeed, this is a fact of life on Wasaga Beach, as well as some other beaches in Ontario. And he attributes it to a cultural mindset, namely people who are well off in his community who come to the beach have the idea that they will defecate, they will leave their used diapers behind, they will leave their litter.
And a lower class and somebody black. Because in their country, black people are forced to go clean up the doo-doo, the stinky, they just throw shit on the ground. You got so much litter and garbage in India, it's fucking crazy. And so they make black people come clean up their doo-doo and diapers on the damn, in the street. Crazy as fuck. Go ahead.
Behind from a barbecue because somebody lower down on the caste totem pole, if you will, employed by the town, will come and clean up their messes. Just earlier today, the mayor issued the following statement, quote, "The town of Wasaga Beach takes all resident and visitor feedback seriously. However, we reject the premise of complaints that lack evidence and promote misinformation. While the town cannot speak for the Ministry of Environment or Ontario Parks, who operates, patrols, and manages all the beach areas within Wasaga Beach Provincial Park, we can speak to the facts," end quote. And some of those facts the mayor goes on to point out, folks, is the fact that there are several public washrooms available for people to use at Wasaga Beach, which is undeniably true.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah, people are in the beach, and then they're burying it like, nothing happened.
Why would people do that? I mean, sir, we're right next to a washroom here. It's not as though people are being denied facilities.
I just feel like some people, they don't know life yet, so they just beach, bury it like an animal,
And they are defecating on the beach.
Yeah, I have heard about that.
What do you make of that, ma'am?
I think it's disgusting, honestly. I think it's really gross. People could step on it.
I know for a fact, and it's not just Beach One here.
I
used to have property on beach, Allenwood Beach, and we had that problem there. And of course, we could find it because kids would be playing in the sand, making a sandcastle or whatever, and there would be poop in the sand. And
whether you
Very gross. It's disgusting. Ew. Very disgusting. Disgusting.
Oh, you get doodle on your clean hat out there at the beach, Joe. On your cool hat. Woo! Imagine what Indian doodle smell like. Woo! Shit. Good luck with that.
Who wants to imagine that? Who even wants to imagine that? Ew.
Hey, that shit comes to my mind. The shit they eat. Oh man, good luck.
Imagine about Indians and their scent. Goddamn shit.
All right.
As we wind up, I see Jabba also says, yes, they shower with their children. That is the white people. Also says,
shower with their babies. Imagine showering with your daughters and just, man, shit. I never could do that. I mean, even my daughters were young. I feel funny being my mom say, it's just that coochie. What are you talking about? I don't even look at that shit. No, you do that. They say, oh, you're going to have to clean their diapers and do all that. I'll be touching all on their coochie and shit. You do it.
but also Jibba Jabba.
I do the boys.
Says, I think it's a question, says it must be encoded in their DNA. That's a question. I'm not sure if it's the same.
Oh, similar to the pedophilia? It is, remember, because they got animal genetics. So animals have sex with each other, have sex with babies. Remember, they have no filter. So it's the animalisticness. And remember, animals have no filter. They don't know what's right or wrong. It's just their behavior. So they have animal behaviors because they have no filter, because they have animal genetics. The soulless beings. So them having sex with children, that's why like Dobie called it out right. They want to normalize pedophilia. They want to legalize it. That's why they keep trying to put in your face, oh, it's not a bad thing. Oh, it's a certain way of life. All that crazy shit. You putting your dick in a goddamn 3-year-old kid ain't a way of life. Fuck out of here. So that's what's all in them Epstein files. Shit's crazy. Good.
Jabba says Clinton was able to get definition of sex changed. I
remember. I forgot that. When he said it depends on what your definition of sex is. I forgot about that. Joby's 20. That's been 27 years ago, Joby. That was 26. Joby's 27. That was 27 years. It said it depends on your definition of what sex is. Because he was trying to say because he was getting his dick sucked, that wasn't sex. So remember, he said, it depends. He says, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. So it depends on your definition of what sex is, Joby. Do you say you get my dick sucked, Joby, is sex? Bill Clinton said no. It depends on your definition of sex. So me getting a blowjob, Joby, is that sex? Okay, everybody said yeah. He said no. He said it depends on your definition. He was making up all kind of lies.
Sex, like what the hell? Jibba Jabba says, notice he didn't say sexual relations. In the apology, that's why he's slick. He's
Slick Willie. Slick Willie. Slick Willie. Slick Willie. Yeah, because Bill Clinton was having sex with all these women, Joby, when he's in the White House. And all these scandals were coming up. But he could get away from them because they couldn't prove it. He could just lie all the time. Yeah, that lady's lying, that lady's lying. But this time, the young girl had the nut stain that she left on the dress. She wanted to keep the dress, had his nut stain on it. And so they analyzed his DNA. Said, this is your nut, Clinton.
Jibba says drinking gunshot, that's a negligent manslaughter. Also,
it is.
How you hate being black but love being African, confused. And also Martin says, isn't it a coincidence that a small heart Dr. Guess wrote the popular kids book, The Cat in the Hat? Lol.
Yeah, exactly. Cat in the Hat, and Dr. Seuss. I heard Dr. Seuss was evil as hell too. He's a cat. They all evil. All them child books we grew up with, The Cat in the Hat and The Grinch That Stole Christmas, all that shit. Dr. Seuss, I forgot his real name. We'll look that up on next Monday. He was evil as shit. How you making these? They said making these children books, but in real life he was evil to the motherfucker.
And then that is KW Don Karibu, TK Karibu, Martin Karibu says his name is Anthony, the black kid in Texas. Thank you for reminding us. Ricky says my ex co-worker from Ghana, son was killed in Chicago in 2012. Police said that he committed suicide. All Chicago guys on job told him police killed his son. Crazy. And also Jibba Jabba says like how they buckled up OJ's picture on Time magazine.
Oh yeah, OJ. Yeah, but OJ's supposed to kill his ex-white wife. They made him all dark. They made him darker than Joby. And OJ's kind of light skinned, right? They made him darker than Joby, looking all crazy. Look at OJ, the beast who killed the white woman. They always make you real dark and crazy looking.
Crazy. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right there, family.
Much love, family.
I hope you're doing amazing. But yeah,
I'm gonna try to. I know you guys gonna talk shit. I'm gonna try to come on. Tonight, but I am gonna come on Saturday and Sunday because I'm home over the weekend. So I'm gonna try to come on tonight, guys. So don't go crazy. Try to come on tonight. I'm gonna try. Even Joe looking all crazy.
I'm waiting. I'm always waiting for that notification.
As always, your ass be sleep, Joe. Maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning for you, or 4 o'clock in the morning, or some shit.
But still, I'll get the notification, of you went live on my phone. So I'm always waiting. I wake up and I'm like, nah, you didn't go live, God.
It's been what, 3 months? I did the damn show with about 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 months. Shit, 3 months. God damn. So I got to get back on the source. You guys go gentle with me. It's always I get. You ever notice? I used to do it so much now. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous to do a show by myself now. If that makes sense. Sounds crazy, right? Because I get up there like, nah, man. So it's like getting back on the horse again. Shit, it's crazy. But much love, family.
Much love. Jibba Jabba, I'm gonna try stay dry. It's flooded everywhere. It's really flooded. I just came from the barber shop. My shoes are soaked in water.
Barbershop? What you doing at? What you doing over at the barbershop? Are we over there?
Making my nails. I was doing.
Yeah, trying to get your nails done. Wow.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was quick. Shout out to Ella for doing that. But yeah, it's really, really flooded. Like I've shared the video on WhatsApp. Cars
I
are
know, man. It's crazy.
Cars are like sinking in water on the road.
West 10 Mile
So
Road.
it's really,
Then at the next light,
really
turn
crazy.
right.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to be safe and stay dry. I don't think I'm gonna stay dry and getting the house. But much
Is that the internet or is that data right there?
the data. It was that was not even working when I was at the barber shop. I was trying to text.
I got Cindy. I forgot. Yeah. The internet's been out. The internet's been out for like with the barber shop like for 4 or 5 days. Like, what the hell's going on over there?
Got there, tried to. I'm like, you don't have Wi-Fi? God damn! Tried to buy data, it was not responding. I'm like, damn.
Shout out to David for the donation. Thank you for the $30, brother. Hey, you cheap bastards! I'm gonna start putting cases on you bitches again. It's a donation.
But you call my nails clothes? I don't give a shit. You know, I don't give a damn.
The Jumper guy can't tell. Jumper got the real long ones. Oh yeah, god damn! Why they always gotta make him so crazy now? Okay, then why the nails gotta be
very manageable? Like this is so much. What's crazy about this? Why
they gotta be so real long now? Why can't they be like, like
to Tallahassee?
This is crazy. Who am I to say?
Much love, fam. Have a good weekend. Peace.
Man, you making love to a mother with nails like Johnny, scratch your whole back up. God damn. Like,